Rocket, welcome in. Congratulations on claiming first. I hope you're doing well today.
Hello.
Welcome in, Cyborg. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, you mentioned last night.
Broadsword.
Hello, Cypher. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Pod Lord. Yes, I saw. They're adorable. I like the soldier's helmet. It's a really nice design. Very insectoid. I feel like we don't see a lot of quadrupedal aliens in things. So good on you for rectifying that. Yeah, it's always a pain when there's exactly one achievement that you can't get on a playthrough. I've had that with a few games recently. Have to go through the entire game again and make one specific change in your decision making for it to... I had that with Arkham City. So I stopped achievement hunting in Arkham City around about the time that I realized how many Calendar Man achievements there are that you have to boot the game upon specific days for. Like, I know in theory you could just change your console system clock to meet the date that you need it to be, but that's a lot of faffing. A lot of faffing. It's a cute idea, but in practice, ugh, yeah, it really is. The Calendar Man achievement is just Animal Crossing for Batman fans. Yeah, basically. I mean, it's fun figuring out which public holidays you need to show up for. Oh, I hit new game instead of continue. Oh well, we get to see this beautiful scenery again, while I desperately try to leave the game. There we go. Hey, Sinister, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Right, what were we doing last week? I think we still needed to get into the book signing. And to do that, we needed to get the newspaper off of this guy, or the magazine off of this guy. So we need to get him a different magazine to read. We also need to find a way to get the fake Cthulhu statue from the museum so that we can swap it with the real one that's in evidence lockup so that we can return it to the guy that runs the antique shop. That is kind of weird, yeah, bud. Nice, Cyborg. Just order one on Etsy. If only you could do that in-game. Single admission 75 cents, monthly pass $2.15, 2% discount for groups. The price of one ticket, I go to the movies 3 times. Okay, we looked at this before. I don't know if the museum director's got other things to say to us. Let's find out. Can we take the replica with us? Here we go. This is new. The museum has lost the original and I'm not willing to lose this one, even if it is a copy. I'm very sorry, detectives. We'd like to see the painting. We tried this already and he said no. Yeah, still says no. I dread to think what Call of Cthulhu Etsy would be like. This museum, except you're allowed to buy things. It'd just be a load of knockoffs and stolen artifacts. We can still go to the psychiatrist's office, we're just not allowed to go inside anymore, which is a little annoying. Don't need to go back to her office. Attorneys, trading company. Sounds like mental health care, yeah. Federal crime to steal mail. I'm not stealing, I'm investigating. I'm a detective, remember? That's another Prohibition poster. Stay dry because we voted dry. Ad for women's swimsuits? Where exactly are they meant to swim in Arkham? In the filthy Miskatonic River? Dracula, a Carl Lammel production. Have you seen it? I lost interest in it when I read that it wasn't faithful to the novel. I like Harvey. We obviously need to go back in there at some point, but we're not allowed to right now. The game is blocking us off from places we don't need anything from, which is nice, because it makes it a little bit easier for us to figure out where we need to be. Perhaps. Kingsport is where Randolph Carter was born. Hello, Dee. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Have the sniffles abated at all? Or are they about the same? Or heaven forbid worse? Upcoming events, conference, Life Beyond Death, speaker, Edward C. Randall. Fully in the clutches of a blessing. Well, congratulations on being Nurgle's favoured. And this, for the record, Dee, is why I brought your birthday present with me the other day, even though there's a little bit of time before your birthday yet. I had this sneaking suspicion that the likelihood of us getting to see each other before your birthday was very slim. So I used my preparedness to my advantage. Apparently there has never been a faithful adaptation of Dracula. There has not. There has never been a truly faithful adaptation of Dracula. And you know what? I'm kind of thankful for that. Because I honestly don't think a faithful adaptation of Dracula from book to screen would be as enjoyable of a watch. I think it needs to be interpreted to really come across well on the big screen. I think, is Kingsport Lighthouse the one where Mothman lives?
Balloon.
Date to be determined. We're from Arkham PD. I'm Detective Whitman, and this is my partner, Detective Foster. We need to speak with Philip Moore. We'd appreciate it if you'd be so kind as to let us access the upper floor. The police? Mr. Moore's publisher has rented the upstairs for this event. For the duration of the event, we have no decision as to who may or may not have access. Didn't you hear my partner, pal? We're the police. I understand, but the contract stipulates that access will be managed solely and exclusively by the publishing company. Hello! We would help you if it were in our power, but we don't want to risk a lawsuit from them. Hey, Corbus, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Some neckbeards would accuse it of being woke, with Mina being the hero after all. Yeah, well... Hello! Some people would accuse Frankenstein of being woke as well. It's almost like it's not actually a fucking thing, and it's just, you know, people existing and being decent to each other and having something to say when people aren't decent to each other. Almost like humans weren't meant to be all exactly the same. It's a polite way of saying come back with a warrant, pretty much, yeah. Publishing house belongs to the Hearst Communications Group. They have a lot of power. I hope you understand. Do you know that this is obstruction of justice? Don't worry, Jack. We'll find a way to see Philip Moore. Playing with fire,
We
pal.
don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
We're not meant to be bombarded by this many options. The internet was a mistake. Yeah, absolutely. Our brains are not designed for this shit. But our brains are also not designed for the capitalist hellscape we live in, so, you know. Dear Diary, met the client, he's a bit weird. Yep, that is Dracula. For anybody that would like a semi-regular dose of Dracula throughout the course of the year, there is a service you can sign up to called Dracula Daily, which will email you the bits of Dracula that occurred on that specific date. So you can basically read Dracula in a somewhat chronological order over the course of the year. It's good fun. Okay. So I'm wondering... Warning, they never stop once they start. No, they do not. I have, thanks to DMAC, been subscribed to Dracula Daily for, like, 4 years? I think? It may be 5, actually. Yeah, I don't know if you told me about it when you found out about it, but I reread Dracula every year over the course of the entire year, and it's all DMAC's fault. Kinda nice, though. It's a fun way to engage with the story. And I suppose now that we've got films like The Last Voyage of the Demeter, you could supplement your Dracula Daily at the appropriate point with movies to meet the visual element of specific parts of the story too. Or you could watch Last Voyage at the point when that is relevant in Dracula Daily, and then at the end of Dracula Daily for the year, you could watch one of the movies. So which day do you have to sign up to get it from the beginning? Oh, geez, I can't remember now. Because, you know, we just get them now. But I think it tells you on the site. Is it May 3rd? May 3rd. Cool, thanks, Dee. Those things do exist, actually, Cyborg. Look up a company called the Mysterious Package Company. They do correspondence mystery stories. I actually, I've backed a few of their board games on Kickstarter, and I have one in my house that I backed a couple of years ago and have been saving for a point in time when DMAC and I can get together and play it together, because it's something that I think he'd really get a kick out of. I played the other one of theirs that I backed with my mum when she came to visit. Is it my last birthday? Yeah, my last birthday. And then this time for my birthday when she visited, I got out one of their other games, which is like a forensics procedural card game. Again, it's a single-use game, which is a shame, but it was a lot of fun to play. And as long as you do what me and my mum do with these games, you can gift them onto somebody else who can then play them, and if they do the same again, gift it onto someone else. Because we don't use the included like papers and stuff like that to write things down, and we don't write anything in pen, it's always in pencil. So that everything could be kept fairly pristine and then handed off to someone else. So the game can be used as many times as possible. But yeah, once you've solved the mystery, it's kind of nothing else for you to do. You're a sucker for things that come with ephemera, then absolutely check out the Mysterious Package Company. They did a pop-up haunted house board game called Dimensions Mystery Manor, which I played with my mum. It's one. That's one of the ones I backed on Kickstarter. And it is such good fun. And it comes, I don't know if the normal version comes with it, but the Kickstarter version comes with like this collector coin, which unfortunately, if I'm gonna gift on to somebody else, I have to leave the collector coin in the box, and like a little magnifying glass and stuff. Dimensions, yeah, it will be. There's a lot of components to it, so it's not a cheap game, unfortunately. And again, with it being single use, that can price a lot of people out of it, but that's why I backed it on Kickstarter. It ended up being cheaper for me that way. But they do a lot of stuff on Kickstarter as well, so if it's too expensive at RRP, I do recommend trying to get in on their next Kickstarter so that you can get one of their games for cheaper. They also, as part of their add-ons package, generally have every single, I think they call them Curious Correspondence is the name of the series. They have every single one of those available for purchase as an add-on at a discounted rate, and you can usually get their other board games purchasable as add-ons at a discounted rate as well. So going through their Kickstarter is generally the best way to get any of their stuff. Anyway, so I'm thinking there might be a magazine we can purchase in here or that we can get from one of the customers. And if that's the case, we can trade that magazine for the magazine that the guy at the bus stop is reading. The pyramids were built by the Egyptians with the help of beings from outer space. Of course, now it all makes sense. My dad was really interested in that kind of stuff. He had more than a few Ancient Aliens books. I don't think he strictly believed it, but particularly with him being an archaeologist, but I think he found the idea of it kind of fascinating. This place must seem like a paradise to you. Okay, no, we asked him about that when we were here last as well. These are this month's new releases. Let's see. Mind Over the Immaterial World by Dr. Julius von Kloss. Is every single... No, it's all just the same thing. Not the fucking Ancient Aliens cult. Yeah. Like, the people that, the people that go all in on that stuff instead of just finding it curious concern me. This is the occult section. You're an expert on the subject. Have you read any of these books? I've read some. It's good to know the beliefs of some cults. Yeah, exactly. Although most occult practices are invented or based on ancient texts of dubious authenticity. They're helpful reads, but practically irrelevant to my work. What do you mean? The purpose of a cult is to subdue its members. Surrounding the cult with an aura of esotericism is something that, unfortunately, appeals to many people. If you knew how many cult leaders believed in what they preach, you would be surprised. Hi, Mum! All this paraphernalia is just a hook for the members. A carrot on a stick. I see. I'm beginning to feel more and more like Harvey is just me if I lived in Prohibition era
Hello there.
Lovecraftian Arkham. Ew, any cultists in chat? Hey Pom, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Journey Through the Mind by Edgar Salazar. Astrology and Cosmic Plane by Zijan. The Oracle of the Dead by Niall D. Riley. People buy this? More than you think. Best-selling books of the month are on display. Take a peek. Fragments of Atlantis. Okay, no, we read these ones as well. There are tens of us. Ah, yes, of course, Cypher is a tube cultist. Another storefront with a toe tag. Let's go back to the police station and see if anything's changed here. I'll rummage around in the trash. We've not been back to the offices in a while. Maybe there's something there. Captain's not around and his office is locked up tight. Never mind.
Oh no! Mormons!
So that's where we are. I wonder, does he have something in his basement that we can use to... In his basement. In the basement office that he has been relegated to. Does he have anything in there that we could use to swap out for... the statue? Need to hit the John? I already went. What about you? John's upstairs are always a mess. Doubt this one down here's any better, so I'll pass. Don't worry, I clean it every day. So you won't shake your partner's hand, but you'll scrub a toilet bowl? I doubt that. Actually, that makes perfect sense, because he has control over the toilet bowl. He doesn't have control over what's on your hand. Okay, we're still not allowed to touch the Druidic figurines. Let's say, yeah, very small handwriting. Ah, it reads, please do not touch any objects on this shelf. I just prefer no one handle my things. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, that's looking like a resounding no. Is your handwriting? That's right. What's wrong? Geez, you write just like you sign your name. Okay, not helpful. One on the left is empty. The one on the right has a toolbox. Looks like they pulled it from the wreck of the USS Maine. Nothing I can use here. Letter opener. Nothing else. Portrait of the president. Electrical panel. Not curing brownouts by poking blind at breakers. They're coming from the elevated train on Barlow Street right behind the station. Which we still can't access. There's got to be something we can do with what we've got then. We've got this tin of sardines. Okay, we can't make a gross sandwich. Pity. Did I try and give him the newspaper? If we go to the lobby, it's going to take us straight to the map. Let's try giving him the newspaper. I think I did try... Oh, yeah, I did try it, and I can't because all it does is just open the newspaper. Hmm. It tells me we should save that can for later. You think so? It's a hunch. I like that. That's neat. Don't waste this, you're gonna need it. I've just had a terrible thought. Because our boy in the antique shop wants some gross sardines. Not interested in anything that comes from you. Okay, fair enough. I threatened him with the letter opener. Still can't hand anyone the newspaper. These pieces are ancient, must be over a century old. Nothing of import on my phone there. Nothing. Can read the sign, buy and trade only. Okay. Can't go into the psychiatrist's office. I feel like I must be missing something here. But what? I don't know. I think it's something to do with that animatronic. An automaton, I should say. Sorry. But we can't do anything with anything we interact with. You can't do that, sir. The automaton costs a fortune. The only time we're on our own is when we're in here. If we go in a second time... No. Okay. I was kind of hoping that that would be... like we could just do something in here on the second viewing, but it's still just a cutscene. That's a pity. Is there any point when he's not in the room? See, once we've clicked on that, we can't... I need to do something to get him to look away. But he's just there, spouting his lies. I give up. I'm gonna ask Google. Oh. It looks like I had the right idea for something I was supposed to do. And apparently there's a couple of achievements I can get. Okay, that's given me a push, not necessarily in the right direction, but it's given me something I can do that might hopefully help me figure out where we need to go next. Oh dear, Cyborg, bless you. Hate those sneezes, they're the worst. A sneeze should not be allowed to ruin half of your day. I think the moment I realised I was getting old was when I sneezed so hard I put my back out. Okay, so you know how I tried to put the decomposing sardines onto the tray here? I've got a mouldy sandwich in my pocket. Apparently we can put that there. Which I had not thought about doing. What? Again? Where did that sandwich come from? Stay away from me. I'm leaving until these things from hell disappear. I mean, they're not that big. I'd do the same if I were you. They get into your pants and, bah, you probably deserve it. Especially you, Foster. I'm out of here. And now I can steal an umbrella. I don't know what I need the umbrella for, but I have the umbrella. And that's a good start. Does anybody need an umbrella? Perhaps we can use it on something in the museum. So yeah, basically I saw that we could put the sandwich on the tray in this walkthrough that I popped open. And the second I saw that, I went, okay, I'm not going to look at anything else. This is a thing that I hadn't realised I could do. We'll do that, and then I'll try and figure the rest out myself. I don't like using guides for these games. I like figuring it out for myself. But that is just one thing that had completely escaped my my thoughts when I was trying to figure out what to do. And I was so very close when I used the sardines on the tray instead. If I'd have just tried everything in my inventory on that tray, I wouldn't have needed the guide at all. Actually, is this for the evidence room? You forgot the second rule of point and clicks, rub everything with everything. I did! That's exactly my point. Normally I'm much better about that. I do not remember that one, Pom. Yes, and I have been very steadfast in my application of that one. Several of the ribs are rusty. I can't get it closed. Which means we're not supposed to use it here. There is going to be somewhere in particular we can use that umbrella. Also, as soon as he can't close the damn thing, where is he hiding it? Because it weren't a small umbrella. It's like a good, decent-sized umbrella, like a golf umbrella. So every time I try and use it... Bit too big for a cocktail torpor. Yeah, every time I try and use it, he just says that. Maybe we can't do anything with it yet. Unless... The contents of the can are so greasy that I've come up with an idea. I'll smear this oily substance on the umbrella ribs, and now we can close it. That's why we couldn't use the can. I managed to close it. Oh, no, I wasn't clicking on that. I was clicking on the... Oh, I was clicking on the planet. Oh, I can't click on the planet. That would be why. Can we use the umbrella to hook the Cthulhu statue from a distance and not be noticed? That would be really fucking stupid. No. Worth a shot. Excellent, Pom. Doesn't fit. I mean, I beg to differ. You could absolutely move the curtains with an umbrella, but... Okay, so that hasn't helped us anywhere near as much as I'd hoped it would. Actually, now that we've got it closed, perhaps we can use it on the automaton. No, because he's still paying attention. Security rope isn't there for nothing. Machinery that emits the steam is very delicate. Yes, of course it is. Good question, Pom. What else has this dev done? Oh, I can't move my chair because the dogs have gone to sleep under it. Shit. I am unable to fidget. Me just quickly have a nosy on Steam. Postmodern Adventures. I own an English Haunting and Nightmare Frames, but have yet to play them. I think I actually got all three of these in a bundle fairly recently. Okay, let's go to the bookstore and get the 2 achievements that I saw. I think it was this shelf. Yeah. There we go. There's one for doing that. And then... Suppose you find these books fascinating, Jack, but we have things to do. Yes, let's get on with it. And then we talk to this guy lots as well. Atlanta is built on the ruins of Atlantis. Of course, how did I not realise that? That's why it's called Atlanta. Wow, so the government rejected the alchemists' help in turning seawater into gold. They want to drag out this crisis to establish a new totalitarian order in the United States. God will punish those bureaucrats on Capitol Hill. So Jesus Christ was actually a woman, and at the Council of Nicaea, he was not only given divinity, but his sex was changed. Interesting. There we go. We have finished listening to the conspiracy theorist. It hasn't really helped us any, though. We've already had that conversation. Let's not waste time on that. Okay. But they are on the list, Pom. Okay, so we've got an umbrella. We're making progress. But what are we missing? God, there are so many achievements in this game for just talking to the same person over and over again without it actually doing anything for the plot. I need to remember that. Hang on a minute. Am I just dumb? I hear shouting from inside. Let's go in and see what's going on. I thought that was part of the scenery. And I did not realise it was a bus. But in comparison to the car that just drove past, yes, it's definitely a bus. Go in and see what's going on. I won't say it again, get off my bus. Don't you have any compassion? Get me fired, you damn hag. Hey, hey, hey. Congratulations, Cyborg. Arkham PD, what's the trouble? This woman, she got on the bus without a ticket and won't get off. Ma'am, you know you can't ride without a ticket, so I beg you to step down. Don't get me wrong, I had to get on this bus due to a force majeure. Force majeure? Spell it out. My cane was stolen while I was sitting on a bench. What we need the umbrella for. I have fasciitis in the sole of my foot and I can't walk without it. Not my problem. Let her finish, pal. I barely made it to the bus so this gentleman could take me home. There's a stop right in front of my door. I told him I'd pay the fare as soon as we get there. I don't have any money on me. Ma'am, don't keep telling me the same sob story. You can't get on here without a ticket, period. Why don't you take this lady home, pal? Route's the same with or without her, right? Are you mad? If the depot hears a coloured woman rode without a ticket, I'm finished. If it was someone else, maybe nothing would happen, but a coloured woman? I wouldn't have boarded if I could walk. Besides, your bosses don't need to know about it. Get off. I can't. It's starting to annoy me. Keep it up and there'll be consequences. This is getting dull. Shall we go? We shouldn't leave that woman alone with him. Why? Let them deal with it. Look at his hand. A steel crank. And he's about to lose it. Damn it. Use gun on bigot. We're gonna give the old lady the umbrella. Here, take this. It's not a real cane, but it's close enough. Courtesy of Mayor Bradley. Oh, I can really go home with this. How can I ever thank you? Don't worry about it. We're here to help. You're angels, the both of you. And you're a devil. Good night, gentlemen. And rest assured, I will be voting for Mayor Bradley. Thank goodness you ended this nightmare. Now I can get back to work. Not so fast. Hand over the weapon. Weapon? What weapon? The crank. What was the plan? Use it on the poor old lady if you couldn't get her off the bus? I only meant to scare her. Spare me. I'm confiscating it. What if I get a flat? I don't have another one. Well, I don't know. Screw you. The crank, please. And now we can open the curtain. And watch that temper. It'll get you in trouble. Let's get out of here, Harvey. Okay, so... assholes. No, you're the asshole. Definite asshole. So let's head to the park, because that should mean that the bus is at the park now. Like, I am so frustrated with myself, if nothing else, because I did not realise that I could click on the bus. If I'd have realised I could click on the bus, or if there'd been any indication that there was noise coming from the bus, this would have been solved ages ago. This would have been solved last week. But no. Didn't notice it when I was moving my cursor around the screen. If it hadn't been for me looking again at that guide, I wouldn't have known I could click on it. Because it literally just says, click on bus. And I went, there's a bus? Okay. So he's gone now, which means the magazine should be back on the rack, or the stand, unless he didn't do as the sign said. There we go. We're gonna steal the magazine. Pixel hunting. Yeah, it's really inconsistent where the edges of a scene are in this game, I'm finding. Like, so normally the edge of the scene, the exit, is about here, which is exactly where the bus was. Okay, we can do both going to the museum and going to the bookstore now. So let's do the museum first, because I really want to look at that painting. I want to gaze upon the cursed painting. Good dogs. Well done. Oh, good, Miley's moved out from under my chair. Good boy, Nikki. Neighborhood dogs barking outside. I was thinking the other day when all of the neighborhood dogs started barking and howling, and I was out in the garden. This was in the evening. Thank you for the hydrate, Mum. You know that scene in 101 Dalmatians where all of the dogs start barking? All around the neighborhood, telling all the other dogs in the neighborhood that the puppies had been stolen. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Mum. Oh, actually, I do need that. Thank you. The one thing missing from that to make it really realistic is just one person in amongst a whole lot of dogs barking. Ah, yes, the treat command is back on now. Some of you may have noticed. You definitely have now, because my auntie sent me, as a belated birthday present, a big bag of dewdrops. So I have sweeties again now. Yeah. In amongst all of the dogs barking, telling the other dogs that the puppies have been stolen, the one thing missing for some realism is one person repeatedly going, good dogs, as their dogs don't fucking bark along. Because I swear, That is most every evening for me, is just praising these two for not barking when every other dog in the area goes absolutely mental. Twilight bark in real life, yes, exactly. Oh, thank you, Chibi. Let's get on to the next room. Let's have a nosy at that painting before the break. We'll probably need 3 minutes afterwards, won't we? If it's as terrifying as everybody says. Fits perfectly. What? You can't... Oh. It's hypnotic, don't you think? You can explore the museum at your leisure. I'll be right with you. Oh, we broke him. Weren't you tired of this guy? A little, yes. Let's go. Guess what, everybody? We've trapped the museum tour guide who was giving us incorrect information in some sort of pictorial hell. Yoink! Are we going to steal from a museum? I don't know what you're talking about. I just saw it. I don't know what you saw. But you... Oh, I see. That's right. Remember, folks, if you saw someone shoplifting, you didn't. Now, can we futz with everything in this place now? Herbert, what did you say his name was? Unless it's a cop. Yeah, unless it's a cop. Herbert West. I'd like to hear the music that Eric Zahn played. A collection of rocks. I'm wondering if we can get into any of these things. A rock. Shall we go? I don't think it'll work, Jack. You need to work on your egg cooking skills. Need help? Why? Because what you're doing doesn't add up. I'm just trying to break into things. Why do you need to work on your egg cooking skills, Rocket? What happened? Can't keep the yolk proper. The trick there is, well, it depends on how you're cooking it in the first place. Like if you're doing over easy or sunny side up or boiled or poached. Hello. Less heat, more time. Hey, Cram. Yeah. It's also very dependent on the size of your egg as well. Like, even large eggs these days seem to be a bit smaller than they used to be because the cooking times on them have gotten a lot shorter. It's really quite frustrating. It's trying to get it out of the shell. Oh, I see. I see. That just requires a bit of a gentle hand in my experience. You can't just ask someone the size of their eggs. I'm not. I'm inferring differences in cooking times based on the size of their eggs. I'm not asking them what the size of their eggs actually is. That's between them and their frying pan. I wonder if we can get an achievement. Surely you're yoking. Hold on. Wrong way.
You serious?
Hello there.
Oh, Mr. Matt! You are not the only person in this community that is a big J.K. Simmons fan, Pom. Room temp pegs are easier to not break. Ah, good tip, Mum. Thank you. Right, I'm going to take us to evidence and we'll do some switcherooing after the break. So grab a drink, grab a snack, have a stretch, get some fresh air, and I will see you all in 3 minutes after the break.
That is the single most powerful lich in all of D&D. That looked like a sore one.
I was really hoping you didn't see that.
Yeah, that's the front door. You know what? I've had it with you lot. I'm fucking taking this with me. This is my record now. Fuck the lot of you. I'm out of here.
Thunders your hawk.
No!
We were at 79%!
We've done so much work! Robbed! Yeah, we've been robbed! I'm gonna give him a little bit of yellow and see if it helps. Is this supposed to start working now or later? Okay, yellow did not help. Red? I killed him! Oh fuck, I need to hide the body! Do your thing. Tim's? Tim's. The door! I have opened it for you. No, don't clamour at me. Go and get the egg. Tim's, egg, seek. Tim's, please, work with me here. Chat, don't fail me now. Oh, yes! That was really good form from Harry as well. Bravo, Harry.
And sinew.
This is the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty. Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning high resolution, 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Sit down and watch me stream Loom today.
First try.
Yay!
If you get hit while you're swimming, it will break the game. Because when you get hit, it will cancel your fake flipper, but also the game doesn't know where it wants to put you because you weren't on safe ground on this screen. I would.
Oops.
Yay, we're safe. Kind of.
Okay, I was gonna say I might just get hit so I can see what happens, but now we know.
Now we know.
That's great. We just kissed him goodnight.
Oh, what's that?
He's only a little excited, can you tell? What's that you said, right? You mean the big door?
No, Dan. Look at the body.
I was going to.
Look at
Sticking
it.
with you.
Welcome back from the break,
Perceive
everybody. I
it.
hope you're all feeling refreshed. I got so excited during the break because I got an email from actually no, let me give you some context first. The phone that I am currently using was bought as an interim solution to the problem of the phone that I had before that breaking and being utterly fucking irreparable like 24 hours before I was supposed to be going out of the house and needed my phone. So I bought this cheap, cheerful smartphone to act as sort of an interim phone until I could afford to get a higher end device. Not been able to put myself in a position where I could do that, but this one has started to break in really severe ways. Like yesterday during stream, it restarted itself whilst it was charging 4 times. When your phone runs out of battery, the vibrate stops working for a week. Yeah, so the touch sensor to unlock my phone has decided it's only going to work when my battery is at 7%. Literally no other time. Which is not great. But yeah, it's lagging, it's crashing, it keeps restarting itself at inopportune moments. It's developed physical faults with some of the buttons. And this is pretty common with this range of phones, apparently. There's threads all over Reddit of people complaining about their phones just breaking randomly after as little as sort of 4 months. Them sending them back to the supplier and the supplier saying that they've repaired it, but sending back a different phone that is broken in other ways. But yeah, just... So I'm not having another one of those. But because it's started to show signs that it is going to be completely fucking useless to me soon, I've ended up having to do a buy now, pay later on a new phone. And I did that on Thursday. And I'm patiently waiting for the notification to say that it's actually been dispatched. And I got an email from the company I bought it from whilst we were live. Saw it during the break and was like, oh yeah, opened it up, and it's just a thank you for purchasing with us. I have had 4 fucking emails from them saying thank you for buying this thing. I want one that tells me when I'm gonna get my new phone. Companies, don't spam people with thanks, just tell them the information they need. It's really annoying when you don't. I'm very, very excited for it to arrive as well. Surprisingly well reviewed. And doesn't have any major faults that people have been complaining about, so I'm hoping that it's gonna last me. Unlike every other fucking phone that I've had since I switched away from iPhones. Really annoying. I switched away from iPhones because I didn't want to be part of the Apple estate anymore, and well, it's like the big fruit heard me. I see the figure again. Again? Again. Nice, Cyborg. Yeah, I'd had my iPhone for... oh, must have been like 7 or 8 years, and it was still perfectly functional. It was just... you know what iPhones are like when it comes to the OS getting near to end of life, and I didn't want to be associated with Apple anymore. I mean, I've still got an iPad because it's what I use for my pixel art, and I can't afford to buy a brand new tablet. So in that one specific area, I'm just going to keep using that until it dies, and then I'll get a non-Apple tablet, I suppose. But if I did buy a new tablet, I would come straight to you for recommendations, yes. As much as you don't want to be a part of Apple, your music library stymies you. Oh, really? Why is that? I'm trying to think of reasons why having access to your music library would mean you have to be on an Apple device. Honestly, Dee, My old, battered, been through the wars with me iPad is still perfectly functional, and I don't have to really engage with anything Apple flavored to deal with it. I have my pixel art app on it, and I use my pixel art app, and that's it. I have Discord on it, so I can chat to you while I'm doing pixel art as well, but that's by the by. You have a lot of music and you don't know how easy it is to switch it. That's fair. Slow switched away from an iPhone to a large storage Android device fairly recently as well, and was nervous about doing so for the same reasons. Are you done? Yep, all yours. There's the replica. Wait a minute, why is it so light now? I put it on a workout plan. What? You said it was a strange figurine, didn't you? Strange as they come. Damn the day this thing showed up. Oh, you just accepted it. Total playtime of your library is over 2 years. Yeah. I couldn't tell you exactly what my entire music library's total playtime is, but it's not a small number because it's at least 16 years worth of digital music storage. If I had the patience to acquire music normally again, I would drop Spotify in a heartbeat. I've been slowly moving away from Spotify. The only reason I still use it is because it's the only thing I can integrate with the stream for the jukebox. But I've got this vast music library that I'd much prefer to tap into because there's stuff in that is not available on Spotify as well. Like some of my favourite Tribe 1 tracks are not available on Spotify. So I have to listen to them from my music library. Bandcamp, Internet Archive, yep, absolutely. If Spotify had everything, you'd swap out. Yeah, that's fair. Et voila. It's French. I'm aware. Yeah, I'd quite happily just go back to my music library, but I can't. I've tried so many times to find ways of letting you folks request songs out of my music library rather than out of Spotify, but there's just no way for me to make that work without building or having something custom built for me that will do that integration. And I don't have the time to do it myself or the energy to learn how to do it, and I don't have the money to pay someone else to do it, so I just have to work with what I've got. But one day, perhaps, I'll be in a position where we can get that sorted. Yeah, the thing is, Dee, my coding background is very, very different from yours. My coding background is entirely SQL. And you can't build something like that in SQL. And whilst I've learned a little bit of C# to make things work for HobbyTan, and I know a little bit of Python, and you know, I know a little bit of various different coding languages. I don't know enough in any one coding language to be able to do what I need to do. And like, getting shit to interact with APIs just blows my tiny mind because I've never had to do it before, and I've never had somebody walk me through it. And all of the tutorials on how to do it are just like, yeah, just fucking do it, which is not helpful for me. I don't learn like that. I need somebody to hold my hand through that so I can understand it. Yeah, exactly, Cram. I'd like to set something up so that I can do that, and so that like there's a dedicated location that StreamerBot can just read the file name list from and go, okay, here is the entire music library for you. Though that would be an awful lot of information to put into Twitch chat, so it'd have to like be a URL somewhere with the full list. But yeah, it's not something I have the capacity to do at the moment. If I could, I would, and then I wouldn't use Spotify ever again. But for the sake of the jukebox, I will continue to use it until such time as I have the knowledge or the money to do a fully in-house jukebox. Because there's so many tracks I'd love to play for you folks as well. Like, there's a really nice Armored Core 4-answer tribute album that Slow got me a copy of ages and ages and ages ago, like well before I started streaming, kind of ages ago. And there are tracks on that I would love to play on stream because I like painting to them. But they're not on Spotify. Heck, some of the official Armored Core 4-answer stuff isn't on Spotify, so why would fan stuff be on there? Right. I think we give this to Mr. Marsh rather than back to the museum, but I could be wrong. There is an achievement for talking to the bums, so I'm going to talk to the bums for a bit. It's nothing. You ought to apologise. You shut up, Willie. Don't make things any worse, okay? Everything okay over here? We sleep on the streets and have nothing to eat. What do you think? We've been like this since the Ford plant in Salem axed half its workforce. Folks stopped buying new cars. They can barely afford a used one. You guys are cops. Surely you can afford one. Man, if I told you what an Arkham cop makes, we'd both be crying. They owe me 3 months' pay. Oh, I didn't know that. A lot of your music where the metadata's correct, but the file names are just track 1, 2, 3, etc. because they're CD rips. Yeah. I had a lot like that, and then I must have been about... It was while I was at university, so I must have been about 20. I went through pretty much all of my music library and renamed all the files, made sure all the metadata was tidy. It took me weeks. But then I didn't do that again, so any new music I added after that is probably still a bit of a fucking mess. I really should organise all my digital files at some point, but it's a lot of hard work. Found a route to do it in Jellyfish. Ooh. That's exciting, Mr. Mayor. Bought your girlfriend at the time the Black Parade album, but ripped it for yourself first. They recently said they were going to repress one of the tour vinyls they got last week. One of the tour vinyls they got last week and do the same to you. Excellent. Excellent. I was watching a video about the tour earlier. I hadn't realised that every single show is ever so slightly different, and that the fans are going absolutely crackers for all the theories. I know all the post Long of the Black Parade sets were different, but the actual Black Parade portion of the show is slightly different every time. Like, apparently they started with oh gosh, what's his name? The fascist who's watching the show as a dummy, and then he is slowly eventually replaced by an actual person, because I think he was an actual person for the show we saw. And there's various other little bits that are different every time. Certain bits, like it's been pointed out that Gerard Way's makeup and like his general countenance has gotten steadily more haggard as the tour has gone on, but not in the way that he's just tired from touring, in a simulated sort of way. Yeah, so it's interesting. I hadn't realized that was a thing that they were doing until I saw that video. Squeeze you in here, it's warm. Oh, that's nice. What's your dog's name? That one? No idea. He's a newcomer. He thinks we'll feed him. Not the brightest bulb. Is your friend alright? Frank? Oh well, he's having a rough time. Indigestion. And we warned him. What do you mean you warned him? We told him not to eat the canned goods from the diner. The fella from the diner next door gives away canned goods to us street folk. Think he's doing it to be a saint? That son of a bitch. They're expired and he knows it. They're from the time when Scott Joplin was studying piano. Andrew Tate has been arrested in Miami and the UK have made an extradition request. Good grief. Can you pet the dog? It wouldn't let us before, but I think we can if we have a conversation with these gentlemen. They look appetizing. Spinach, beef, sardines. But when you open them up, all you get is black, oily paste. You're cops, right? Arrest him. He's committing a crime against public health. So the cans are bad. All of them. See for yourself. They're nothing but a black, oily paste. Alright, carry on. Hi there, buddy. Hey. Again? Why the urge to pet a stray dog? They like to be petted. No, you like it. Stay away from him. Please. Sorry, you can't pet a dog in this game, is what it says on the achievement that I just got. So when I found out that there was an achievement for interacting with the dog, I knew I had to get it. 0 out of 10. Minus 100 out of 10. How dare it trick us like that? Huevos rancheros with bacon are killer. Oh, yeah, that does sound good. It's tempting, but like I said, we're on duty. Suit yourselves. Everybody says we make the best turkey and egg sandwiches here. It's tempting, but like I said, we're on duty. My pick, meatloaf with orange juice. How about it? The Rob burger got the works. Tomato, pickles, slaw, and bacon. Oh, that sounds good. I had a burger on Friday and it was really fucking nice. It's tempting, but like I said, we're on duty. How many times can we talk to Betty before she runs out of suggestions? Or a hot bowl of chili? We serve them with wafers. There we go. Is there any other achievements I can get for talking to people in here? No. No, there is not. If it was just you can't do it, maybe 2 out of 10, but don't touch me in the night and walk away about it. That is one hell of a phrase, Cram. No worries, Soup. You take care. Thank you for hanging out. Good luck with the shopping. Right, let's go talk to Mr. Marsh now that we've finished causing a ruckus. Were you looking for this? Ja, Cthulhu, Kvaeg Vugtum, Vugtagen, Vugtum. That's a yes then, I presume. Give it to me, it belongs to my people. There we go. My relaying is really bad, sorry about that. Not so fast, pal. You'll get it, don't worry. I have no intention of decorating my apartment with this nightmare. But first, it would be nice if you shared your knowledge of symbology with us. Alright, I'll tell you what I know, but I don't want to see you around here again. Works for me. Harvey? Let's take a peek. I think it's very similar to the protection spells in Count Delet's book, Cult des Ghouls. Indeed it is. It's a protection spell, conjured to protect the legacy of Ayeb. The legacy of Ayeb? What the hell's that? Bunch of self-righteous people who believed they were divinely tasked with saving humanity. Enlightened, huh? Morons. Save humanity from what? From what they considered to be the forces of evil. What did they mean by the forces of evil? I don't know, ask them. And what do you understand by the forces of evil? The Arkham police. Oh, give me a break. Have they got enemies? Who? Those people? They were legion when they founded the organization in Heban times. Nowadays, I doubt anyone remembers them. I guess there's a guy out there with a good memory. One with this symbol tattooed on the back of on his back had his head ripped off. Where could we find them? As far as we know, they're still around. Any ideas where we could find them? I thought they were extinct until recently myself. There's a guy at Miskatonic University, a certain Thackeray. He has this symbol tattooed on the back of his wrist. We should talk to him, Harvey. You're gonna have a hard time talking to that guy. What's that supposed to mean? He's the manager of the university's Forbidden Books library. He hardly ever leaves that place, and I could even swear he lives there. What's the harm in talking to this bookworm? Mr. Marsh is right, Jack. It's very difficult to access that library. So we flash the badge. There's no better key than that. That won't do you any good. Why? In 1917, the university and the government reached an agreement to restrict access to that section. Neither police nor judges have the authority to access it. So there's still coloured bigotry, but Mr. Shrek Tato head is running a business perfectly fine. Yes and no, Cram. Our boy from Innsmouth here is, just as, if not more, derided than the, people of colour in, Lovecraft's Arkham. But, he's less interested in being out in front of other people and keeps to himself here. Like, Mr. Marsh and Harvey were pen pals for a while, and now that Mr. Marsh knows that Harvey's a cop, they're not friends anymore. Well, that's the last of my iced tea. But if you saw that Thackeray guy, it means you got in. How'd you do it? I spent about 10 years in a bureaucratic maze until I got it. Okay, you can go in. Sneak us through. I'm banned. I wanted to consult some volumes I couldn't access with my credentials. I insisted and they kicked me out. You sure know how to make friends? Any questions, Harvey? These warding spells, do they work? Yes, if you know how to cast them. It's not enough to just draw them on any surface. It requires knowledge that has unfortunately faded over the course of history. If you have no more questions, I think we're done. A promise is a promise. And now, if you'd be so kind, thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Marsh. Arkham PD appreciates your help. Yeah, well, now scram. Something fishy about this fellow. It is beginning to look a lot like fishmen, yes. Though Mr. Shrek Tato Head is possibly the best description of him I've ever heard, so well done, Cram. Oh, there we go. He said the thing. Tagen. Yeah, yeah. Oh, here we go. That's not going to come back to bite us later. Alright, we know the stuff belonged to this so-called Ayeb legacy, but we still don't have a name. Guy from Miskatonic. Thackeray? Thackeray. He has the same tattoo as our man, but he has it on his wrist. Thackeray, yeah. He might tell us who the Vic was, and with any luck, why someone would have butchered him like that. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, definitely fine. Correction, yeah, definitely fine. I like how the captions can't tell the difference between yeah and yeah. First, we'll have to access the Forbidden Books library at the Miskatonic University. Once I try to find out how to consult those books. As Marsh said, it's a bureaucratic maze that can take years to get through. We'll go anyway. We'll think of something. Okay, so we should have a new location now. Are we going to lose this location when we step out of it? That looks like a yes. Oh, no. Antiques is there. There's the university, but let's go to the bookshop. Because we have something else to do. Hey, look, it's the guy from before. Now he's reading a newspaper. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go talk to him. No, I'm not. He's gone. So let's just head straight on over. Hand this off. Here you go. Month's Strange Eons magazine with the corresponding invitation. Perfect. I suppose you're aware that the invitation that comes with the magazine is for one person only. Oh, wow. But you are readers of the magazine, right? Of course we are. We buy it every month. 50-50. You know, these are tough times. Oh, I just got a buzz on my phone from Dracula Daily. I would say speak of the devil, but a little bit delayed. I love the idea that these two were roommates. Just happen to share a magazine every month. Absolutely. You can come in. Enjoy the evening. Aw, yay! We got a +1 when we didn't need one. Okay, that's not important. Reports on victims of spontaneous human combustion indicate that most were chronic alcoholics. Such figures have led some to suppose that residual alcohol in the body acts as an igniting agent. However, as in many documented instances, Mrs. Viola Ashford was a teetotaler. Therefore, we can rule out this theory and treat those data points as mere coincidence. There's our man. The condition of that leg is very similar to the condition of our victim's hand, isn't it? It certainly is. I must caution you, the final slide is decidedly distressing. If anyone feels it might offend their sensibilities, do step downstairs. My colleague, Professor Taylor, will summon you once it has passed. Oh, content warning! No one? Good. Kurt? Mr. Reginald Grayson. The fire affected only his head, the rest of the body remained intact. I've styled this uncommon manifestation as localized spontaneous human combustion. Why should the conflagration confine itself to a single part and not progress beyond it? Might the phenomenon possess some sort of consciousness? You'll find the answers to these questions in Chapter 8 of my book. Providing, of course, data with the utmost scientific rigor. Lights, if you please. Shall we take 5 minutes and then proceed to the signing? A pity you arrived at the end, you will have missed the substance of it. It's a shame, yes. Detective Foster and Detective Whitman. Arkham PD. Have I landed myself in some trouble, detectives? I don't know. Do you pay your taxes? Yes, of course. Have you killed anyone lately? Good heavens, no. Then, you have nothing to worry about. We need your advice on a case. What we are going to show you is strictly confidential. If you disclose this information, you'll be committing a crime. Do not worry, I'm quite familiar with the protocol. It is by no means my first collaboration with the police. What do you need? Take a look at this. Pray, let me see. This hand was found at the crime scene. There was no trace of any fuel that could have started the fire, which leads us to believe it was spontaneous human combustion. It could very well be such a case, beyond doubt. Yet one detail gives me pause. Observe the wrist. Ordinarily, remains do not present in this fashion. Oh, there we go. I was clicking and the game wasn't doing anything. I thought it had crashed. Here, the cut is unnaturally clean, as if severed with a hot blade. Do you have a photograph of the charred remains? Yes. I admit, this photograph is a bit disconcerting. There was barely enough ash on the floor to show that an entire body had been burned. This burnt area on the wall is the only thing that... Good lord. What's going on? These are not the residues of a fire. They are the signature of a portal. I beg your pardon? A gateway through space and time. Witches commonly employ it to traverse between 2 points in an instant. Upon closure, it leaves a scorched silhouette of its shape. That is what we are seeing in the photograph. Wait a minute. Witches? The sort with the pointy hats and flying brooms? They're highly educated and intelligent women, well versed in the darkest arts, and far more dangerous than any fairy tale stereotype. Do you know why? Because they are real. Witches. I reckon we're in over our heads on this one, Harvey. Everything rather falls into place. If only a hand was found at the crime scene, the subject must have crossed as the portal collapsed. He didn't have time for his entire body to follow through. These portals can only be generated by witches? That is the prevailing view. There is no reliable record of a warlock raising one. The hand I found belongs to a man. That means that a witch opened that portal, and the one we thought was a second victim is actually the murderer of the first one. It was impossible to determine his identity from his fingerprints. There is no record of him. We don't have him in our files. Now, we have 2 killers, a one-handed man and a witch. Portals are unconstrained by time, but limited in space. According to Joseph Curwen's manuscripts, the portals have a range of 25 miles. Thus, the origin point lies somewhere between Arkham, Salem, and Kingsport. All indications point to the presence of witches in Arkham, so your radius of investigation should be confined to this city. Find her, and you may yet apprehend them both. Where can we find not just a witch, but that witch? My own knowledge here is, alas, limited. However, there is someone in this very room who can tell you more. With your permission, I'll be right back. Kurt? Yes? You won't believe this. Witches. What are we getting into, Harvey? Detectives? May I present my colleague, Kurt Taylor. He has been assisting with this evening's presentation. A pleasure. He's a history professor at Amherst and a specialist in the colonial era. He's written several volumes on the witch hunts in colonial Massachusetts. I dare say his expertise will be of considerable use. I shall leave you in his capable hands. I must attend to my guests. So you've stumbled on a portal, right? And you're on the trail of a witch? That's right. Well, I have good news and bad news. The good news is the suspect pool is down to 3, and they're here in Arkham. There's no record of any other witches in existence today. And the bad news? You'll have to be extremely careful if you encounter them. Don't underestimate them. They're very dangerous. They are masters of the dark arts. They can twist reality, deceive your senses, and, in the worst cases, cast deadly spells. These witches. Tell us about them. Have you ever heard of the Salem witch trials? It was a Puritan frenzy that happened 3 centuries ago. Between 1692 and 1693, to be precise, more than 100 women were accused of practicing black magic. About 20 were executed, and several died under torture during the trials. All of them falsely accused. They were just women who lived on the margins of the community's strict religious conduct. All of them were accused simply for being victims of personal conflicts or collective hysteria, with 3 exceptions. Kezia Mason, Mary Warren, and Abigail Revel, all of Arkham. They were accused of kidnapping children, witchcraft, the death of several villagers, and signing the Book of Azathoth with blood. In their confessions under torture, all 3 testified before Judge Catherine to a strange story involving complex lines and curves. These geometric shapes properly traced created a portal that could take them through space and time. The 3 women were confined in individual cells awaiting burning at the stake. On the day of the execution, the authorities were astonished to find that the 3 cells were empty. In their place was only an elongated burn mark on the wall, exactly like the one you discovered, Jack. They were never found. They disappeared from the face of the earth. However, there are indications that the witches travelled through time to our era. I've had other things to do this past year that have kept me from looking into this thoroughly. I can assure you that all 3 are in this city. Wait a minute, buddy. Are you saying I suspect the 3 witches who time-travelled more than 200 years to get here? I know it's hard to take in, but I buy it. How about you, Harvey? I'm open-minded. I like these 2. It's been really interesting so far for our main protagonist to not be dead against all of this kind of stuff. Like, normally in a situation like this, Harvey would be, well, the Mulder, and we'd be the Scully. But we've basically gone straight to like late season X-Files in terms of the way the 2 of them interact with this kind of stuff. And I am a-okay with that. It's nice to not have that kind of conflict in a game for a change. Tell us about Kezia Mason. A student named Walter Gilman disappeared without a trace a couple of months ago. He told anyone who would listen that Kezia Mason appeared every night at the foot of his bed. These statements could be taken as a simple delusion, but the fact is that Gilman lived in the same room where Kezia Mason had lived hundreds of years before. So this is, for want of a better description, set pretty much immediately after Dreams in the Witch House, but it's set after book Dreams in the Witch House, which has the game bad end. Or one of the game's bad ends, because I think the truest bad end is just dying of malnutrition or hypothermia as you desperately try and get your thesis written. And his account of the witch entering and leaving that room matches a portal. Where can we find this place? Oh my god, are we going to the witch house? Are we going to the witch house? Are we returning to the witch house? At 100 High Street. It's a boarding house. We're returning to the witch house, everybody! Ah! I always love a throwback. Tell us about Mary Warren. Some information has come to my attention that she's part of a cult. The New Kingdom Walkers. Unfortunately, I don't know their location. The New Kingdom Walkers? A couple of years ago, when they were operating in Kingsport, I was undercover in that cult. I often see one of their members hanging around Hoffman Street. That's why I assumed they'd moved here. Hoffman Street, huh? Another new location. Let's start looking for Mary Warren over there. Tell us about Abigail Revel. I assume you are aware of the Arkham Central Bank robbery that occurred a few months ago? Yes, some of us didn't get paid that month. They claimed that part of the payroll money was stolen. They still owe us for that month. Consider it lost, buddy. The money was deposited in one of the vaults. It wasn't forced, they didn't even find a hole dug from the outside into it. What they did find were the remains of a fire in one of the walls, but they didn't think much of it. I guess you know what we're talking about. They arrested a grave robber named St. John who used to brag that he'd found a way to rob a bank without any problems. He was released due to a lack of evidence. I investigated this character and found out he had an accomplice, a small-time psychic who calls herself Madame Lavinia. Some sources assured me her real name is Abigail. Abigail Revel. Where can we find her? She has an office in an alley between Wayland and Olmsted. Okay, so that's all three of them. I've written down the places where we can find our suspects, Jack. You can check my notes whenever you want. Excellent, Harvey. We greatly appreciate your help, Mr. Taylor. And you too, Mr. Moore. I think it's time to go hunt some witches. St. John is your middle name and is pronounced St. John. Oh, really? Never heard that one before. Thank you, Cypher. Okay. So we've got lots of new locations. Bookshop and park are gone now. Sorry, I need a stretch. Excuse me. And a yawn, apparently. Oh, Nick also needs a stretch, as does Miley. Hello, Nicky. I come for some fuss? Yes. Let's see if I can get him on the camera. I can get his butt on the camera. Hey, buddy. And Miley's butt as well. Oh, you big softy. Big babies. Oh, double dog butt, indeed. Okay, I need more stretchies. Hang on a sec, folk. Ugh. Ugh. I have a sneaking suspicion that today won't be as long as usual streams are. I am rather snoozy. Okay, so there's the witch house. There's Abigail. Wait, hang on a minute. Aren't we missing one? Oh no, there were three. Sorry. Silly me. Okay, where do we want to go first, chat? Do we want to go and speak to one of the witches? Do we want to go to the university? What would you prefer? Do you have a preference? I suppose is the important question. Okay then, let's go talk to a witch. Let's start at Hoffman Street because that's where my mouse was. Oh, this is the cult one. Okay, cool. So you've been undercover in a cult? In several of them. I hear it's easy to get in, hell to get out. Did you have any problems leaving? No, not at all. The Walkers of the New Kingdom are a harmless cult. They're devoted body and soul to worshipping nature. Didn't show up one day. By the way, that's the guy we're looking for. His name is Lawrence. Come all to Father Iwaniki's church. Your poor misguided souls will be saved. All we want is work. We can pray any time of the day, so shut the fuck up. Looks like he got tired of hugging trees and now has other interests. Let's talk to him. In the pages of the Bible, you will find the truth. Oh boy. Hi, Lawrence. Brother Harvey. Just Harvey. Or rather, Detective Harvey. Are you... you're a cop? I already was when I was with the Walkers of the New Kingdom. Oh, you were undercover, yes. I feel like that was a stupid thing for the guys to have done here. Like, why would you do that? I mean, I get that he's not with the cult anymore, but what if he still speaks to people from the cult? There's no way he's not going to tell them that Harvey was a cop. Puppy. It feels like our character. I keep forgetting his name. It feels like he was trying to get Harvey in trouble there. But Jack? It's Jack, isn't it? I see you're not with them anymore, right? No, and it's the best thing I've ever done in my life. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? Oh yes, of course. Ask anything you want, brother detective. Harvey, don't worry. Why did you leave the Walkers of the New Kingdom? Things got pretty weird over there. Brother Roy took control when the Grand Master died, and everything changed dramatically. Brother Roy always craved power. It was only a matter of time before he took it. What changed in the cult? Brother Roy ruled with an iron fist, rewrote the rules, and imposed punishment. Everything became even more unacceptable when that woman appeared. A woman? Mary Warren, right? That's what she called herself. She brought blasphemy with her. Brother Roy welcomed her among us and took advantage of her. I don't know how to say this. Her magical abilities. But that wasn't the worst of it. Roy and Mary Warren found something in the woods. Something powerful. Something powerful? What do you mean? I didn't get to see it, but I could feel it though. We all did. It was as if a door to hell had opened and something had escaped. I fled that night, and I haven't heard a thing about that place since. Where can we find the Walkers of the New Kingdom? We settled in the forest southwest of the city. Where exactly? Do you intend to go there? Yes. Brother Roy severely restricted access to the place. Now it's a fairly closed community. Though it'd help if you went by the monolith first. The monolith? Brother Roy had a monolith erected at the entrance to the forest. The cult continues to recruit members in the city. Those who have been invited to join must light a fire on top of the monolith. The community will know that there are some trusted future members there, and will send a couple of brothers to guide them to the place. A sort of secret key. You could call it that. That monolith you mentioned is at the forest entrance, right? You have to go in a bit. It's by a small waterfall. Follow the sound of the water. You can't miss it. Okay. Thanks for the information, Lawrence. What are those leaflets? When I left the Walks of the New Kingdom, I felt lost. I thought my life had no purpose or meaning. But Father Iwaniki from St. Stanislaus Church showed me the light. Thanks to his prayers, Jesus forgave my past, which was far from his love and compassion. In gratitude, I testify the benefits of joining his parish to those who need the glory of Jesus. Hey buddy, not to pry, but you were in a cult, run by a nutcase, and now you've embraced Jesus preaching in the streets? Why don't you take a break? We all all need guidance in this vale of tears. Are you a believer? Yes. Then you'll reaffirm your faith if you read one of these leaflets written by Father Iwaniki. No thanks, I'm not much of a reader. I insist. And I insist that... Take it, Jack. All right. I'm glad you were able to leave the cult. I should never have joined them. I'm lucky that Jesus has forgiven me for such a bad choice. Take care, Lawrence. May Jesus be with you, Brother Harvey. Right. It's a point and click take the thing. Yeah. We're not due the break for another 4 minutes, but I need to take a little bit of a breather because the reading and all of the speaking is getting to me a little bit. So we're going to take the break now. It should only be the normal 3 minutes, but if it takes me a little longer to just get myself like amped back up again, then so be it. So grab a drink, grab a snack, get some fresh air, and I will see you back here in a few minutes.
Oh my god. I'm doing this. Yeah, work those legs. You can definitely pelvic thrust, Jerry can. He's a popular guy then. You are. And now nobody can see anything but your butt. Nobody wants to see your butt. They want to see your beautiful little face. Which they still can't see because you're too short. Oh, baby. No, no kisses. Ah, he licked my nose. The tail wags. Yeah, he is very much my dog. Like, he likes Slow, my partner, but fucking loves me.
Just have a quick jog. Oh, too far. Don't do it. Oh, shit! I'm so sorry! Oh, I accidentally punched a gnome to death. I'm gonna give you a proper burial. In the appropriate place. I am so sorry. Oh. Let's find a nice tree to bury the bones under. So I can hide my shame. I'm sorry, little gnome.
Would you like to explain the RuneScape dance to people that aren't familiar?
Yeah, basically if two people were following each other, instead of what happens right now, oh no, it's working.
Yay, it's working!
This is the dance. You just have to be moving when it happens.
There you go, folks. The RuneScape dance. I'm out of ammo. Okay. Time to kill God with an SMG.
Yeah, I'm gonna not. I'll take it.
First try.
Yay!
If you get hit while you're swimming, it will break the game. Because when you get hit, it will cancel your fake flipper, but also the game doesn't know where it wants to put you because you weren't on safeguard on this screen. I would.
Oops.
Yay, we're safe. Kind of.
Okay, I was gonna say I might just get hit so I can see what happens, but now we know.
Now we know.
That's great.
And thunders your hawk.
No!
Hang!
We're at 79%!
We've done so much work! Robbed! Yeah, we've been robbed!
That is the single most powerful lich in all of D&D. I'll take this for one.
I was really hoping you didn't see that.
This one on the other hand.
A bit too handsy. Oh jeez.
Oh my god. I do love when I stand up and he's just there, floating.
Yeah, just politely waiting his turn in back. Mr. X likes to watch.
I'm gonna rub my watering eye whilst I. Oh no! Do not rub your eye during the speed run. Yes, lick the boot. Lick the boot. Lick it harder.
What are you doing? You're being lewd again, Long. More like...
Trying to
more like-
actually clean a single bit before I move on to somebody else.
I'm cleaning plenty, okay?
How
I...
many decks have you drawn in the fucking laundry?
Not one
How
dick.
many times have you written "come" on it?
Not once. I'm going
3,
down...
4,
No.
5, 6, 7,
fucking ladder.
and
If I
8
get the
for
ladder.
the one that we
No,
cleaned
fuck
off
you.
already.
You know what? You know what?
That answers that question. Walter Gilman is dead. Game over. Holy shit! I have never done this before. This is the first time I've beaten a bonus stage on one ball.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope
Chat,
you're all
don't
feeling
fail me
refreshed.
now.
I certainly am. Please excuse the slight delay on my return. I know I said it might take a little longer, but I was chatting with Slow, so it took even longer. Right. I think we're done here. There's the monolith. I really do love the lighting effects in this game. They're so pretty. They're really, really well done. Madame Lavinia, also known as Abigail Revel. A witch out of her own time and a bank robber on the side. Let's see if she's home. Madame Lavinia? Can you imagine her asking who's calling? Some fortune teller, huh? I've always wanted to say that. Abigail Revel? Arkham Police. Convenient. You could indeed say he slowed me down. Leave it to me. I think we should get a warrant. A warrant? Seriously? Now we should kick the door in, apparently. There's your warrant. And she's gone. Jack. Damn it. The fuck is this? Looks like a magic barrier. So the witch is playing hardball, huh? Damn it. It hurts. Okay. Can't leave that way. There it is. I appreciate that it doesn't seem to matter who's making the game, but any game that has a front view of Arkham University is fairly consistent in how it presents it. Let's find this Thackeray guy. Someone has murdered one of their own. I hope he can shed some light on why. And if we're lucky, who? This is the hallway the librarian pointed out to us. There must be a metal door around here that leads to the Forbidden Books library. Let's look for it then. Oh, there it is. No one's answering. Looks like this is it. How strange, it doesn't have a handle. No lock either. What is this? I think it's a lock that works with a punch card. What? I've seen them before. There's one in the courthouse, in the archives, if I recall correctly. You insert a card with a series of perforations that acts as a key, and the door opens. It's a good security system. You can change the lock settings as you wish, and the previous one becomes invalid. Can I help you, gentlemen? Arkham PD, we're looking for Thackeray. Yes, Professor Alan Thackeray. He's in the Forbidden Books library. Behind that door? Yes. Do you have access to the library? Indeed. Well, if you'd be so kind as to open it. I'm sorry, I can't oblige. This is a restricted area. As I said, we're with the police. Detectives Foster and Whitman. You are... I'm Professor Ashley. Well, Professor Ashley, you're obstructing a police investigation. I suppose you're not aware, but the US government endorses our management of the library's access. We can deny entry to Franklin D. Roosevelt himself. If you wish to speak with Professor Thackeray, you can wait for him to come out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things to do. I'll be in my office if you need anything else. That's his office. Okay, cool. So, I'm guessing we're stealing a punch card from him. Or making a punch card off of a card that he already owns. We're making our own punch card. The flyer, made of sturdy cardboard, urges attendance at Father Iwanicki's St. Stanislaus Church. This is going to be our punch card. We just need to know where to put the holes. Go ahead. Nice office. Ah, it's you. When I said I'd be in my office if you needed anything else, that was mere courtesy. I see you took it literally. There's the punch card. This must be one of those punch cards. Can I take a look at it? I suspect this is as close as you'll ever get to cutting-edge technology. Admire it, but don't handle it. And don't even think about taking it out of this room. Flyer is the same size as the punch card. How convenient. Hey! Which part of do not handle the card didn't you understand? Please put it back where it was. Should take it first. Can I see it again? Yes, but remember, don't even think of handling it, and don't even think of taking it with you. So we immediately take it. The tip of the letter opener does not have the same diameter as the holes in the card. Right, so we need something else to punch the holes with. That's fine. We'll have a look around. These are catalogue stones and pottery shards. Were they found on American or European soil? If you're that interested, wait until next month. I'll be exhibiting most of these pieces at the Arkham Museum of Ancient History. Just shoot the holes, that'll be very inconspicuous. Indeed. Have you ever been to a museum, detective? Yes, a few years ago. The Arkham Museum of the Unusual. Good lord. I think we've offended him. We need something. Some students are complaining that tuition fees are going up next year. They say that with this recession, their families won't be able to afford it. My father says if someone can't afford something, it's because they haven't worked hard enough. Yeah, well, your father's an arsehole. He seems to be concentrating. I don't want to disturb him. Okay. What could we use? I know what we could use. Because I think I remember seeing it. Oh, I still can't go back inside. I think she had a hole punch. I'm positive I've seen a hole punch somewhere. Hi, Nikki. What's up, baby? Nick's putting his head on my leg and, like, pressing down with his chin. Oh, did you want to kiss my hand? Hi, sweetheart. There you go, you get to see his face now. And Miley's face as well. Can I go back? No, I can't go back. That's my fingers. Are you done now? Can I go back to my game? Oh, fine, you can have some love too, Miley. You're hard work, Bunkai. You are. It's okay, because I love you. Hi, Slow. Flo has managed to summon the dogs by appearing in my doorway. Get the dog spit off my hand. Children, yep. We're actually getting to a point with them now where we might be able to get a channel point redemption for them. Welcome back. Did you have an enjoyable soak even if it didn't remove the plague?
Have you seen a little girl anywhere?
Beast is the name of the Jason Mewes movie you were talking about last night. I have never heard of it, I've never seen it. Jason Mewes is an interesting character. Hello again, Nikki. Yes, fine, you can chew on my fingers again. Roll my sleeve up so you've got unfettered access to my hand. I'd literally just finished drying my hand off and now it's covered in dog spit again. But at least he's happy. Big baby. Oh, Dee, I'm guessing you were away when I was getting overly excited about the fact that we get to visit the witch house. Which we have not done yet. Deliberately. Yeah, you know, it had no budget because Henry Rollins is in it. Oofed. Shots fired. Just don't fall asleep, Rupert Grint might show up. I mean, that is the least of our worries. Considering last time we were at the witch house on this channel, I murdered a guy by making him do homework instead of eating. Or worse, Ed Sheeran. Oh, which one of you's dropped a bomb? Oh, smelly dogs. Smelly dogs. At least your fur smells a bit nicer now. Doggo's had a bath on... Oh, it was on Friday, wasn't it? Thursday. Doggo's had a bath this week. A truly maddening horror, a man who projects beige. Yep. Hi, Miley. Goodness sake. How am I supposed to get anything done with you two around, huh? She kept headbutting my hand and then, like, nibbling my fingertips in that way that dogs do when they really want to be petted. Do you want to come up, Miley? Miley has a new favourite place to sit when I'm in meetings, actually. Let me see if she wants to come up. You want to come up? Do uppies. Yeah. Okay, ready? There you go. You're more cat than dog, aren't you, sweetheart? Oh, belly rubs. Okay. This is a petting Miley stream now. I better. Look how upset Nicky looks because he's not getting any far. Looking out the window, baby girl. Oh, sorry. Lower. She does this thing, as you will have probably seen that. Oh, don't you go wooing out the window, girl. Whoa. Whoa. There's nothing out there. Sorry, Slow. I have sown chaos. Literally, there's no birds, there's no people. You might be. Oh, God. She started it.
I know.
What did you see outside, Mary? There's nothing out there. She was on my lap and she was looking out the window and something spooked her.
Oh no, well, the bird flies by the window
Well, the
birds.
Yeah, they do hate
They're
birds. I know.
racist.
They are bird racist.
That's what they're trying to talk, they know it.
Oh, Miley! You banged your head on my desk, silly girl.
Figure out what you're going for. Anyway. Bye.
Bye, Slow.
Bye, Miley.
Okay, no more uppies for you for a little bit, Miley, because you get spooked by the sunshine. No more uppies for you. And you can't have uppies, Nick, because you will not stay still long enough for me to do that. Right, let's get back to the game, shall we? After quite a lot of doggo distraction. Goodness sake, they're both licking my hand now. Where were we? So we can't go in there. We need a hole punch or something that we can punch holes with. Maybe there's a hole punch at the police station somewhere? Is the boss back? No. Damn it. I stopped petting Miley for a second and she started chewing my hand again. Needy baby. By the basement. Because there's boxes of supplies and stationery here. Maybe now that we... No, okay. I was gonna say maybe now that we know that we need a hole punch. Anything in the drawers we can use? Brother, you didn't go poking around in the drawers. Oh no, we've had that conversation before. Blackboard, notes, map. Radio. Telephone that doesn't work. Skull, figurines. Nope, nothing there. I do feel like all my problems with this game would be solved by there being a highlight interactables button. I love a highlight interactables button. Okay, let's see what we've got in evidence. Let's see if we can do anything there. Mallie's got to sulk outside. I think I did like the rolling sub so that I could just sub and unsub whenever. But at the moment I don't think I have an active subscription. Okay, I think I've at the very least got all 3 of those on my wish list. Whether I own any of them or not is another question. Does Wilbur have a hole punch? No. Thank you, Dave. Slow gave me a bit of a stick last time he looked at my wish list because it's not organised by which ones I want most, but which games I want most from my wish list changes on a daily basis. I think I'd just give you unusable information like that. Neither is his. No, apparently the top 10 things on his wish list are the things he wants the most. Apparently. I could have sworn there was a hole punch here, but we can't get into her office. We must be able to at some point because she's still on the map. Yeah, that's fair. A lot of the stuff on my wish list isn't out as well, to be fair. Like the Beetle game I was talking to you about earlier. I really want to play that, but it's not out. It doesn't even have a release date yet. And that makes me sad. Because I really liked the demo. Just really want to be a little beetle. And I know technically I can do that if I play Hollow Knight, but you know what I mean. I haven't played the first one yet. It is very exciting, I agree, but I haven't played the first one yet, so maybe I should behave myself and not just buy another fucking game that's going to be in the pile for ages. I've already, courtesy of yourself, got quite a few games to pick up on payday. Oh, really? Definitely have to have a look at that then. Okay, let's just go to the new locations. Oh, wow. This must be the monolith Lawrence spoke of. What are all these symbols? The first is a Celtic Triskelion. It represents the trinity of mind, soul, and body. The middle one is the spiral of the Order of the Eternal Wind. And the third one is the Om symbol. That Buddhist mantra, right? Exactly. And what do the three together mean? Nothing, Jack. This kind of cult adopts ancestral symbols without order or reason to give itself an air of spirituality. It's all for show. The lighter would help me start the fire, but first I have to get to the top of the monolith. We need to light a fire at the top, so yes, I know. We've got some branches here. I'll take a few. I'll do for kindling, but I can't reach the top from here, so we need a ladder or something. You know what? We can find that cult ourselves. There's no need to light a fire and wait for some guys to come find us. They have a protocol, Jack. The Grandmaster will be suspicious of us if we don't follow it. New City 1 is currently 85% off. Nice. I think we'll accomplish more if we present ourselves as potential followers rather than police officers. Remember who we're looking for. Mary Warren, so what? She's a witch. She's dangerous. Let's play it safe, shall we? What a waste of time, for God's sake. Water must be freezing. Okay, let's just leave here for now then. I've been trying to avoid it, but I don't think I can avoid it anymore. Rooms for rent. No prostitution accepted. A decent house. Damn it. I got another email, and it was not an email about my new phone. Yes? Evening, ma'am. Detectives Foster and Whitman. I'm Foster. And you must be Whitman. Are you here about the babies? Babies? We've got a few questions. This is the house Kezia Mason lived in, right? Yes, but that was a long time ago. What do you mean, babies? Newborns have been disappearing in this area for months. They're being snatched from their cribs. There are a lot of undesirables in this neighborhood. Must be the Poles, Italians, and Spaniards. Oh, great, another person we need to kill. Americans don't usually do those things. Yeah, definitely not. Fuck's sake. We need to ask about Walter Gilman. Yes, the student. I already told his classmates everything I knew. We understand he was in Kezia Mason's old room when he vanished. He'll be keeping a close eye on you, indeed. Yes, the attic. I don't rent it out much. Too many rats. Can't afford an exterminator. That's why it's so cheap, and only students or underpaid stiffs bite. Have you seen her? Huh? The witch, Kezia Mason. Are you kidding? There's no such thing as witches. Mind if we see the attic? We may have more questions later. I'm not going anywhere. No, I said mind if we see the attic. For a moment I thought Kezia Mason herself had opened the door for us. You shouldn't make fun of people's physical appearance. Mind if we see the attic? There we go. I don't have the key. The current tenant's got it, but he's not here right now. You're the landlady. Don't you keep a spare for emergencies? I had one, but one of the 2 keys disappeared with the student. I could make a copy, but that Pollock is asking a lot of money for it. There are people like him taking advantage of others in this damn crisis. Do you know whose fault the crisis is? All of them. If they hadn't let everyone into this country, we'd be swimming in abundance. I really don't like this lady. Our protagonist is a real piece of work, isn't he? I mean, he's a lot better than some of the people we've been talking to, Corvus. You have to inspect that attic. We need to inspect the attic, ma'am. And what do you want to do? I told you, the current tenant has the key. What now? Kick the door in? Well, who's going to pay for the door? The police? I hear the Arkham PD owes its officers several paychecks. I mean, he's not been outwardly racist to anybody. He also helped a lady of colour on a bus when the bus driver was being a racist asshole. So, you know, I think he's a fair margin better than a lot of the people we spoke to. But he is brought down several points by the fact that he's a cop. They can't pay you, but they're going to pay for my door? Forget it. Where can we find the tenant of the attic? He works at a gas station by the cemetery. I think it's a Silver Star station? A couple of weeks ago he asked for the night shift. Seems the rats keep him up. Not my fault. I warned him about it. What's his name? Stuart Davis. Okay. But as cops go, he's one of the better ones. It's not a very high bar to clear, but he's managing it. Just take that gas can. What do we need an old gas can for? Same reason we wanted that campaign umbrella or that stinking tin can. Touché. It's overflowing with motor oil and water. Ew. Detectives Foster and Whitman, Arkham PD. Are you Stuart Davis? Yes. And you live in the attic at 100 High Street? Did I do something wrong? We have no record of you doing anything illegal. Then the music caught me off guard for a second there. Because I was expecting it to play a note that it didn't play. Because it was this close to being a track from Sam and Max. No record of you doing anything illegal. Rest easy. Ah, thank God. I thought it was about... how can I help you? We need the key to the attic. If you'd be so kind as to lend it to us. You're going to search the place? It's not a search. The attic's connected to a case we're working. It has nothing to do with you. But you're going now? I mean, at this time of night? If I were you, I wouldn't. Are you worried we'll run into Kezia Mason? Who? The witch. Is that her name? We know about it. Thank goodness. I thought I was going crazy. What can you tell us about Kezia Mason? She's an old woman, very wrinkled and very sinister. I'm scared just thinking about her, and she shows up every night. Every single night. It's like she knows I'm in the room, and she comes through the wall. She goes right through it. At first I thought it was hallucinating. I thought I'd overdone it with the reefer. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Go on. She yanks me out of bed and drags me along. Are you going to do something about it? I don't want to go through that nightmare again. Where does she take you? I have no idea. All I know is that place doesn't belong in this world. The worst part is that you can hear babies crying. It's a place of madness. What's Kezia Mason want you for? I don't know. All I know is the next time she takes me to that place, I won't be coming back. Babies crying? Newborns have been disappearing around the neighborhood for a while now. I haven't seen them in that hellhole, but I hear them whenever that witch drags me there. I know she's the one behind all those kidnappings. You've got to do something. Why do you still live there? Wouldn't it be better to leave and go somewhere safer? Why do I still live there? Because I can't afford anything else. The job pays peanuts. Where could I go? I noticed that the witch doesn't show up during the day, so I asked for the night shift. I sleep during daytime there. For the time being, I'm safe at those hours. The key, please. Oh, right, here you go. We'll leave the key with the landlady when we're done. Get rid of that damn witch. You're cops, aren't you? Finish her off. Leave the key with... Oh, we've already said that. We'll be in touch. Have you tried not buying coffee and having avocado toast? Honestly, if anyone ever actually said that to me in person, I think I might punch them. I have the cheapest brown bread that money can buy, just so that I've got the extra fibre. I don't buy coffee from coffee shops. And avocados are a treat that I have maybe once a quarter if I can afford them. People don't fucking get it, and it annoys me. So we got the key. That was nice and easy. Ah, you again. We've got the attic key. Mr. Davis lent it to us. Do we have your say-so to go up? Now that you have the key, yes, of course. Tell me, what's your interest in the attic? Police business, ma'am. Police business, huh? Do what you have to do. But try not to disturb the other tenants. Your plan for after stream is to try and figure out what the hell you're meant to do in Mist. A lot of people have that problem with Mist. If you get really fucking stuck, that's what the internet's for. Like, I think even Second Wind did a video about Mist recently, talking about the fact that it's designed to be kind of unbeatable without help. And that it's not really designed with a modern audience in mind, for want of a better description. Because of course it wasn't, because it was made ages ago. You discovered, thanks to being self-employed and your income being over-taxed, that you've been living off less than minimum wage for 12 years. Holy shit. And, are the government giving you the tax that they owe you back? Hold on, Harvey. Can't see a damn thing. Where's the switch? Is the bulb gonna blow? Okay, no, we're not doing that. It's freezing in here. I feel more than just cold, Jack. Me too. Let's take a look. There's the portal. Looks like the one in the photograph. It's pretty much the same. I wonder if Kezia Mason only appears when you're asleep. Davis said he slept during the day. He probably has it so that he can get the hell out of here before nightfall. This jar contains marijuana. I think Davis has gotten himself into serious trouble. We should report it. What's wrong with you, Harvey? Didn't you see how broken that guy was? A witch drags him out of bed every night, and you still want to get him in more trouble? It's still drug possession. It's a felony. Lay off, Davis, will you? Got enough on his plate. Oh shit, really, Cram? Oh, that's shit. Sorry to hear that. Jack? Yes? Mr. Davis said Kezia Mason knew when she could find him in the room. As if she could detect him, yeah. I suppose the witch must be aware we're here. I think it won't be long before she shows up. In that case, we'll surprise her. Harvey, draw. Watch out. I have a feeling she's coming. On 3, Harvey. 1, 2. Cutscene? Oh no. Oh, bravo. I'm bored. How many hours have we been here? Half an hour. It feels like an eternity to me. By the way, I've been thinking and... Can I ask you a question? Yeah, sure. I noticed your expression when Davis or the old lady downstairs mentioned the kidnapping of newborns. Tonight I asked if you were married, and if you had children. In both cases you dodged the question. I've been a detective for half my life, and I know when someone has a story to tell. So, what's your story, Harvey? I don't... Hey, you don't have to tell me anything. I was just thinking about it. You know me. I talk too much. Before I was a cop, I was just a psychiatrist. I met Teresa, a strong woman, grit and fire, very cheerful. She was everything I wasn't. I don't know what she saw in me. I've always been a grey man. I blend into the crowd, and I'm not the kind of person you'd invite to a party. You know that too. We've only been partners for a few hours, but you've shown me you're a good man. I appreciate it, Jack. Listen, you don't have to go through with this. You don't want to. You're a good partner, Jack. It's an honor to have you as one. I think you deserve to hear it. The time I spent with Teresa was the best of my life until we decided to have a child. During the pregnancy, Teresa changed. Her attitude began to take on a negative tone. She asked questions neither of us could answer. She questioned her life, her existence, her role in the world. That ended up distancing us, even though we lived under the same roof. I tried to help her, no longer as a husband, but she turned down every bit of it. However, she did listen to any guru or quack she came across. When our little Joey was born, she met some guys. A cult. She was very secretive about them. All I could find out was that they called themselves the Guardians of Deep Truth. Teresa talked about the Great Day, the time when she'd become part of the community in her own right. The Great Day consisted of a blood sacrifice, Jack. That of our little Joey. Oh God, that's terrible. I never saw her again. Harvey, that day I swore with the bloody corpse of my son in my arms that I wouldn't stop until I found her and her damned cult. I tried to track them down, but they vanished from the face of the earth. I specialised in cults and joined the police force so I could have more resources for my investigations. Last year, a lead suggested the Guardians of Deep Truth had ended up in Arkham. That's why I requested a transfer here. I spent many years tracking them down. And I suppose there's still a long way to go before I can put those guys behind bars. I just want to have Teresa in front of me before she rots in a cell and ask her if everything she did was worth it. That's all, Jack. That's all. You know what, Harvey? When we're done with this case, I'll help you find those sons of bitches. You said there might be an Arkham, right? I think you could use a helping hand, too. What? Who are you? Where's Stuart Davis? Kezia Mason, I presume? Silence. Get out of here. This is none of your business. Shit, she's getting away. Come on, Harvey. Just go through the fucking portal. No idea where it leads. No idea if you'll be able to make it home. Jack. We don't know if... Damn it. I always love seeing what's on the other side of the portal. The way they design stuff in this sort of stuff in different games is fantastic. Sorry, I am being accosted by the dogs again. No. Are we playing as Harvey now? My God, where the hell are we? Jack? Jack? Yep, we are now playing as Harvey. Jack? Harvey? Jack? Damn it. But what? Here we go. The corpse. There's nothing I can do for him. But still, what kind of inhuman experiment is this? A human. Interesting. Yes, I'm talking to you. How? How is that possible? What? Who are you? I believe my name is Walter Gilman, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if my microphone's picking up Nick making mooing noises under my chair because I'm not petting him. Little diva. Where are we? Nikki! Nick just lifted my shirt up at the back and stuck his nose on my back. Nick, don't be rude. You're being rude. That's a good boy. Hey, if you be nice. See? Be a nice boy. What is this place? A place beyond time and space. A nightmare planet in a universe of madness. What were those creatures? Some are scientists, others are engineers.
Get nice and rest for me, won't you?
Thank you for the hydrate, Mum. What is the relationship between these creatures and Kezia? They help each other. How exactly do they help each other? Thank you for the posture check. I'm already sitting up as straight as I can. I can't give you that answer. I don't know. What do these beings do? All I know is that they need large amounts of blood for their plans. They're obsessed with its purity. Oh, thank you for the treat for the bar staff. Sorry, Nikki, I have to stop petting you so that I can get to my treat jar. And you're not allowed any of these. They are bad for you. They'll make your tummy hurt. I'm looking for my partner. I just saw him, but he vanished before me. You and your partner share the same space, but not the same time. Is there anything I can do to bring him back to this time? I can't help you with that. It's beyond my understanding. Okay. We have already had that one. I will try to get out of this place even if it costs me my life. Unfortunately, you won't be able to. Let's look out the window. I have to find Jack and get out of this place. I'm gonna stop now. My arm's hurt. I see some colossal ruins. Looks like they've been deserted for eons. I gather they're arcane symbols of black magic. I don't recognize any of them. Hell, I bet Benjamin Marsh wouldn't either. Kezia Mason. Let go of that child. Damn it. Just completely ignoring us. Another magic barrier. Just like Abigail Revels. I wonder if these symbols are what keep the barrier active. I don't want to waste bullets. One of them will be for me if I don't get out of this place. Locked. Locked. Okay. I have a gun and nothing else. What's the function of all these lights? I wonder, do we have a new conversation option with Walter now? Yes, we do. I saw Kezia Mason. I tried to stop her, but a barrier prevented me. Kezia blocks some access points in this place with her black magic. The scientists don't like that, but they've created a device to override her magical barriers. Where can I find that device? There are several of them in this facility. There's usually one near the places Kezia tries to block. I connected to part of this complex. I'll open some doors for you. Excellent. You can access them now. I'll tell you something that may save your life. Don't interact with the scientists. Some are docile, others are extremely dangerous. Thank you. What does this device look like? It's a small golden scepter. It's very different from the technology of the scientists. Kezia participated in its creation without knowing she was helping them. What does Kezia Mason do with the children she abducts? She sacrifices them. Damn witch. To what end? I don't know the answer. Don't know where we're going, but we're going there. That's the scepter. This must be the scepter Gilman spoke of. Okay, we can't do that. What? But we're going the right way now. Harvey! But that smell. Is all of this blood? Harvey, look at me. I'm here. And he's gone. The sea of blood. I don't know how deep it is, and I don't even want to imagine. Blood is flowing through this pipe like a torrent. Where are they getting this much? What do they need it for? Holy cow, there are thousands of them. Are they corpses? Did they get all that blood out of them? My god. This place is worse than I imagined. There are dozens of buttons glowing. I'll push one. The compartment is opened. I see a box. I'll take it. I also see a strange device. I'll take that too. Human language mode activated. Subject, male, ability to speak Migo language, 0%. Vocal cords unable to articulate. Ability to understand spoken Migo language, 0%. Hearing organs incapable of picking up 100% of the frequencies. Ability to understand written Migo language, 10%. Probability of increasing neuronal capacities, 80%. Initiating neurological link. Neural link successfully achieved. Subject is now able to understand written Migo language. What have I done? So that should tell us what the rooms are. We should be able to read these now. Raw material deposit. And control room. Sorted. Let's go back to Walter. Because I guess we need to talk to him again now. This might get a little tedious if we have to keep toing and froing. You won't be able to communicate with me if you press that switch. Oops, sorry. Can I show him the things that I've got? The machine linked itself to my brain. I can read the alien language without holding it in my hands. Okay. What? Oh, shit. Don't know what any of the objects in the box are for, except a syringe. Okay, so there's nothing new with Walter. And we've got a break coming up, so I'm going to kick that off now before we carry on. So now is a great time to grab a drink, grab a snack, have a stretch, get some fresh air, and I will see you in 3 minutes after the break.
Holy shit! I have never done this before. This is the first time I've beaten a bonus stage on one ball. I'm out of ammo. Okay. Time to kill God with an SMG.
First try.
Yay!
If you get hit while you're swimming, it will break the game. Because when you get hit, it will cancel your fake flipper, but also the game doesn't know where it wants to put you because you weren't on safeground on this screen. I would.
Oops.
Yay, we're safe. Kind of.
Okay, I was gonna say I might just get hit so I can see what happens, but now we know.
Now we know.
That's great.
This one, on the other hand.
A bit too handsy. Oh, oh, jeez.
Oh my God. I do love when I stand up and he's just there, floating.
Yeah, just politely waiting his turn in back. Mr. X likes to watch.
Rude. What the? So why? No. No. Oh my god, this is weird. All my timings are off. You fiend! You scoundrel! Oh, I think it's going back to normal. Is it? No. No, it's not. I will be reading This Be the Verse by Philip Larkin. They fuck you up, your mum and dad. They do not mean to. But they do. They fill you with the faults they had and add some extra. Just for you. But they were fucked up in their turn by fools in old-style hats and coats. Who half the time were soppy stern. And half at one another's throats. Man hands on misery to man. It deepens like a coastal shelf.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope you're all feeling refreshed. Okay, he still doesn't recognize any of the symbols. Can we get anything new out of here now that we could just go this way? Oh god. What are these beings looking for by connecting the brain via wires to their inert bodies? I don't like this hospital. It's always dark. How long have I been here? I came here for simple bronchitis, damn it. When are you discharging me, Doctor? You told me it was just dermatitis, right? What am I doing here? I want to go home. Oh boy. Are you talking about hepatitis, Doctor? I've heard they've made some progress in treating this disease, so I guess I shouldn't worry. Gives off hot air and makes a lot of noise. A generator? Where are they getting all these bodies? I thought Dr. West's science went beyond the macabre, but this borders on delirium. What are these beings looking for by connect? Okay, we get the same... Yeah, we get the same thing no matter how many times we... Please? Going to draw blood sample. Okay, so we got some blood. I'm gonna try and shoot him. It doesn't seem hostile for now. No idea if bullets would even hurt it either. The wisest thing to do is not check. Fair enough. Total population of planet Earth, 2 billion. Raw material required, insufficient. Level of first deposit, 100%. Level of second deposit, 100%. Level of third deposit, 25%. Number of humans required for full storage of the third depot, 10,000. My god. OML 24 station operation, 100%. Raw material toxicity level, 0%. Raw material status, suitable. Okay, so we need to take our little blood sample here and put it in the river. I don't know why we don't just spit straight into the river of blood. That should deal with the toxicity. Nothing happened. Are we sure? Because it's a river of blood, you can't spit in it, it's not allowed. Okay, so we want the hepatitis patient, yeah? Put some hep in there, River. Yeah, there we go. I'd better get out of here. We'll just take that. I think the puzzles in this have been really good so far. Everything's made a certain amount of logical sense. We've not had anything really stupid. The only times I've been stuck are when I've not been able to find the thing I need to click on. And then once I've been able to click on the right thing, it's been plain sailing. No. Hey, you. Where do you think you're going with that child? Give him back or I'll rip your guts out like I intend to do to him. Let's calm down a little, Grandma. Jack! Thank God you're here. Apparently I was in a different time than you. I asked some beings with tentacles on their heads for help. They didn't seem to get it at first, until I pulled out my revolver. Communication problem solved. Fuck's sake. Enough talk. Give me back that child. One thing at a time, Kezia. You dragged us into this nightmare dimension when we only wanted to ask a few questions. The least you can do is let us do our job. As a gesture of goodwill, I'll holster the gun, okay? I'll rip your hearts out. Yeah, we heard you the first time. What do you intend to do with this child? That's none of your business. Several newborns have gone missing in Arkham. Stuart Davis claimed that you were to blame for the abductions. What have you done with the other children? Stuart Davis, huh? What have you done with him? He belongs to me. Just like all the other children. What is this place? What is it used for? I'd like to know what's going on here. Your little mind is not ready to understand. We need to get out of here. Be nice and open a portal back to Arkham. Give me the child. We're investigating a case. We're Arkham police detectives and we're investigating a case. A portal opened in one of the rooms of the Pullman building. The poor sap in there was decapitated. What do you know about that? I don't know what you're talking about. The only portal I usually open is the one that links this world to my old home. You had nothing to do with that portal? It seems to be more the work of Mary or Abigail. I am not the witch you are looking for. You sure? I couldn't care less what happens in that stinking city. Now give me that brat. Not so fast. Open a portal back to Arkham and we'll give you the child. Jack, what the hell are you talking about? I don't want to spend the rest of my life here. We'll give him to you. Is that a deal, ma'am? Are you out of your mind? She wants to kill him. He was on that altar to be sacrificed. That's not our problem. But Listen to me, Harvey. When this lady opens the portal, you're going to give her the kid. Period. If you don't, I'll rip him from your arms. Is that clear? You'll have to go through me first. That's what I'll fucking do. You seem to be smarter of the two. So it's a deal. I hope I never see you again. There. The child, quick. You know what, old witch? You were right. Yes? About what? About me being the smarter one. Nice! I was hoping you'd do that. Quick, Harvey. Let's get out of here before the portal closes. So who are you voting for in the election? I think that's going to be our question for every character in every game going forwards, isn't it? Everything okay over here? Fucking hell, Jack, I really thought you were going to hand the baby over to Kezia Mason. Mr. Whitman, language, where are your manners? Don't play games. I thought you were serious. It was a bluff, Harvey. You should have known that. How could I give the kid to that witch, for God's sake? Do you think I... Come on, Harvey, what do you take me for? If you were bluffing, you should have done something else for me to catch on. Like, I don't know, a wink or something. Kezia would have seen it. All right. We need a code word for these kinds of cases. I've got 3 words. Trust your partner. Anyway, how's the baby? Fine, thank God. We should get the child to safety before we continue with our case. How about social services? I think they should examine him at the hospital first. We'll leave a note at the precinct for them to look for his mother. By the way, in that madhouse, I found something that might be useful if we keep facing black magic. I left it on the table. This? What the hell is it? It's a device that can nullify magical barriers. Interesting. Alright, let's drop the kid at the hospital and get on with our witch hunt. With Kezia Mason off the list, we are left with Abigail Revel and Mary Warren. Good. Let's go after them. So, our trip to the witch house has come to an end. Abigail has barriered her place, so we probably need to go there next, because we need something to help us get up onto the top of the pyre, or monolith, or whatever, for the other one. So where are we at? We need a ladder? Question mark. We need a hole punch. She may have had spells, but Jack had shells. Indeed. Indeed. Actually, I think that's it. We need a hole punch and we need a ladder, and that will allow us to progress through the 2 tasks that we currently have. Let's go and tell our boy that he's safe to go to sleep at night again. Mr. Davis, good news. From now on, you can sleep easy at night. Really? That means you don't have to worry about Kezia Mason anymore. Have a good night, and thank you for your cooperation. And I got an achievement for that, because you don't have to go and tell him that he's safe anymore. Right. I love the music in this game. The music's so good. I haven't really looked at this place much, so... No, nothing of use in here right now. We can't take another one of those. Oops, I clicked on the dog by accident. I hear some strange noises coming from inside. Do you want us to go in? I doubt he'll be happy to see us again. Let's just get on with what we're doing. Okay, we're not allowed inside. I guess we have to go here next. Let's see if this does the trick. It worked with Kesha Mason's magic barrier. The thing's busted. We managed to disable the barrier. Abigail Ravel? There's no one here. I'll see if I can find a light switch. Only way out is that door. However, I noticed something in the air. Me too, as if she were here, watching us. Careful, she could be hiding behind the curtain. No feet showing under the curtain. Unless she's levitating. Did you notice that? Something's emanating from that pentagram. Okay, we can't do anything other than one with that at the moment. Seems that witches have come to this era to make themselves rich. Is it pricey? Sky high. I'm guessing the top shelf is potions. Then esoteric books, and finally, skulls. Hope they're fake. Would you like to know the future? To be honest, I'd say no. Knowing it would mean that all your actions are premeditated. Or predetermined, even. Where's free will then? Would you? Absolutely. I'd solve cases the moment Captain handed them to me. Then I'd take the day off and skip pounding the streets of this shithole of a city. I mean, I suppose that makes a fair amount of sense. This line of work's full of quacks. Never thought there'd be a real witch among them. We've got Harvey's notebook. Isn't that the plot of Minority Report, basically, yeah? You think it'll work? No, you better think of something else. Feel the witch's presence. She's here. I don't know if we can do anything in here. Miskatonic University honours Jeremiah Orn for his significant contribution to the institution. Can I talk to him some more? What kind of books are in the Forbidden Books library? Books that could change the course of history if they fell into the wrong hands. That's in the best case scenario. And in the worst one? The end of existence, we know it. Why is access to that library so restricted? I already told you. They could be very dangerous in the wrong hands. I suppose the fate of humanity is safe in the hands of bookworms like you? That's right. Have you heard of the legacy of Ayeb? I don't know what you're talking about. We need to contact Professor Thackeray. His life may be in danger. He's just a college professor. Who would want to kill him? That's what we're trying to find out. Bah, nonsense. He must have followed a false lead. The Arkham police aren't exactly renowned for their intelligence. Give us access to the library. Otherwise, you'll be committing the crime of obstruction of justice. Is that a threat, Detective? If you've been paying attention to my words before, you'll know that the United States government grants us the right to decide who can enter and who cannot. So spare me the bravado and accept the facts. Okay, so nothing of use from him. Ah, yes, I was aware of that. Okay, so the branches are not the right option. Gun's not the right option. Not now. So nothing we've got on us is a suitable option. Is there anything in the Museum of the Unusual that we can use? Or anything we can discuss now? Okay, no conversation options. Let's go check on our painting guy, shall we? Hope he's alright. Have you noticed those lines? They seem to be moving, don't they? Let's actually look at the painting. Terrifying. I don't think we'll need this crank anymore. Okay, so we can't cover the painting. Yes, yes. Give me a minute. It's fascinating, isn't it? I should stop looking at the painting. I feel like I'm there with them and can see my body from their perspective. Just let me look at it a little longer and I'll be right with you. Okay, we've gone all the way around. Nothing new or interesting for him to say to us. Too high to reach without wings. Which means that, again, we need a ladder. Where would a ladder be, though? Anything at the police Police station? Basement, maybe? No. Ooh. Well. Ooh. It is getting on. And I did say that today would probably be a shorter one because of how I was feeling. So, I think what we might do is leave it there. Because I'm a little sleepy. We've made some really good progress today though, and I am having a lot of fun with it. I didn't get enough sleep last night. And normally, if I stay up late on a Saturday, I then nap after I've let the dogs out on a Sunday, and I did not get the chance to do that today. So it's caught up with me a little bit. So I'm gonna find somebody to send you lovely folks over to. Again.
Hello there.
Oh, hey, Ultradell. I'm going to assume that you were lurking. It's lovely to see you. Loving this game, looking forward to its continuation. I'm also loving it. It's really, really fun. I've been working for a while. I'm so glad that you have graced us with your presence in the Lurkers Lounge, Alfredel. I hope you're doing well. It's lovely to see you. Yeah. Second verse, same as the first. I do intend to stream during the week this week. But if the weather persists, then I won't be able to paint because my paint will dry out too quickly. We'll see. Worst case scenario, maybe I'll do a cheeky little gaming stream at some point. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. But now I am gonna go and have maybe a nice long soak, actually. It's been a while since I ran a bath for myself, so might have a nice long bath. And then pack all my gear up ready for work tomorrow, because I have to be in the office tomorrow. Boo hiss. Yeah. So, let's see. Oh gosh, it's a quiet day today. Like, all of my aquariums channels that I follow are live. And a couple of my big art channels are live, but let's go see Muse. Muse is playing Slay the Princess, which is definitely a top 10 game for me. Such a good fucking game. And Muse is lovely. We love Muse. So please do give them a follow, even if you can't stick around for the stream. And if you want to put a raid message in chat when you get over there, Chibi has put 2 different raid messages, one for subs, one for non-subs into chat, as well as a link to Muse's channel just in case you don't get pulled through with a raid but would like to join in. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see you all at some point during the week. If not, then hopefully I'll see you all at the weekend. But until I do see you next, I want you lovely folks to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, wash your fartargening hands, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend and a fantastic week, however you're spending it. Now, go say hi to Muse for me. Bye-bye.